Hello friends, welcome back. I'm getting ready to make one of my family's favorite summer desserts, and that's a classic strawberry shortcake. My town is celebrating what we call Planters Days, and it kicks off with a parade and a carnival and fireworks, and what better dessert to start summer than strawberry shortcake? So I'm going to rinse and slice 4 cups of strawberries, and these are from my garden. I'm amazed at how many strawberries we're getting this year. I'm really happy about it. So I'm just gonna slice those and put them in a separate bowl with about a 1/3 cup of sugar mixed in. And I'm gonna mix those up real well and set those aside so all the strawberry juices can be released. Next, I'm gonna prepare my pan with butter, and it's about an 8-inch pan. I just find that that size of pan gets the cake to the right thickness that I want. And then, like I said, I put butter in the bottom and then some wax paper on top, and it just makes it a lot easier to get the cake out in one piece and nice and smooth and pretty. Once I get that done, I set that aside, and in a separate bowl, I'm gonna put in 2 1/4 cup of flour, and you can sift that if you like. I don't. And 4 teaspoons of baking powder and about 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I also add 2 tablespoons of sugar. Okay, I just give that a quick mix until everything's combined, and then I'm gonna measure out a 1/3 cup of shortening and cut it in with a pastry cutter till it resembles coarse crumbs. And then I'm gonna crack 1 egg in a separate container and beat it. And I'm gonna use a wooden spoon to create a little bit of a well in the center, and I'm gonna add that egg and also 2/3 cup of half and half. And then I give that a quick mix, and then I add about a 1/3 more cup of just whole milk. And it doesn't have to be whole milk, that's just what I use. And I mix everything up until it's just combined, about the same as you would for biscuit dough. And that's kind of what it's gonna remind you of. It's really, really a thick dough, and you're gonna wanna just spread it in there evenly and pop it in a 350 oven for about 15 minutes or until golden brown. So while that's baking, I'm going to whip up some homemade whipping cream, and all I add is powdered sugar and vanilla to mine. And the amount of powdered sugar is a personal preference. I don't like it too sweet. One thing you do want to make sure for a strawberry shortcake is you want that whipping cream to be really, really thick. So when it gets to the consistency you like, whip it a little bit more till it's super thick. Then once my cake has cooled, I'm going to slice it in half. And I'm going to mix up just a little bit of cream cheese with some powdered sugar, just a little bit, like maybe a 1/3 cup, not much, or maybe a 1/4 cup, and just spread it on there. And then I'm gonna add this, about half of those strawberries. And that cream cheese is just gonna prevent all that strawberry juice from making your cake soggy, if that makes sense. So once I get about half of those strawberries on there, then I'm gonna add about half of that whipped cream, and I want it really thick. And I wanna push it over on the edges a little bit. That way when the top goes on it, you've got all of that sweet goodness kind of poking out the sides and running over the edges, and really just decadent. So on top, I'm gonna add the rest of the strawberries and the rest of the whipped cream and have a big slice because it is super good. This is a cake that does not last long. Generally at my house, this cake will last 1 day. So it's definitely a summertime favorite and perfect for the 4th of July that's coming up. So just add a few blueberries in there and it would be beautiful. and very patriotic. So who wouldn't love a slice of all American classic strawberry shortcake on a hot summer day? So anyway, my son and his new fiance are here and they are having a slice. So you guys have a great night and I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.